Part 0. The before the video part.
Hey guys, sorry about this. I'm doing something for something. I wanted to record this real quick just to say this video is about suicide, the drink. The fun drink that you make, where you go at like a soda fountain. That's called a suicide. If you think I'm talking about the other thing in this video, you're stupid. It's not. Don't, YouTube, I'm looking at you specifically. Don't you dare say this video is about that. It's not. But I did want to say, if you are struggling with the other definition, you know, having some naughty little thoughts, call this phone number. It's just three numbers, 988. That's the hotline for that definition of suicide. They help you prevent it. It's not good. Don't do it. But if you wanna, call this number, they'll help you out. Okay, that's it. On with the video, I guess.
Previously on Jojo Does. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Previously on Jojo Does.
Make sure to check me out next time, where I conjure the forbidden liquid from a Coke machine and become enlightened with liquid, with my friend Justin.
Come on. Come on. Almost. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, we're so close. Come on. Come on, baby. Almost there. Yes! 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 Let's go! Yes! Yes! I did it! Let's go! Yes! Woo!
Wow, that reminds me. I should probably set up and record my new video.
Part 1. The part where I talk about the fizzy drink, also known as
Soda. We all love soda. We drink it every day, sacrificing our health for that sweet, sweet brown nectar that is somehow made of corn. I don't know how that works, but hey, if corn is pretty good for you, so soda can't be that bad for you, right? Right? We all love soda, and many of us partake in the many different flavors of soda. Some of these flavors include cherry, lemon, raspberry, grandpa, spicy, you know, just all those different types of flavors. There's probably at least 2 more I didn't mention. And of course, with so many people liking these sodas, it has surely ingrained itself not only in our bodies, but also in our minds. And when something's in your mind, it's gonna come back out one way or another through the wonderful medium of art. Take, for example, this sculpture art made of a bunch of soda bottles. Pretty cool. This song by some guy named Kim. It was in the 80s. It was a different time. You got so many of these ad jingles about soda. Do they count? No. And of course, there are books made about soda. How many books? Probably like 3, maybe 4. 3 is a safer bet though. But I would be remiss to talk about the best medium of all, video games. Now, of course, the easy ones that come to mind are the Pepsi one from Japan. Of course, it was Japan. You got the one about the dot from the 7-Up logo. You know, the best character in fiction. But the one that sticks out in my mind the most was by a man named Will Brealey, who one night, while having a lust for soda, channeled his feelings into the true gaming experience that is Soda Drinker Pro. That's how he says it. That's how the game says.
I wish I had a skateboard with this.
Wow, that was something. That sure was a cutaway. But as you can see, soda's left quite a mark on us as a society. But with all these different types of sodas infecting our minds, there has become an ever-present question whenever we go out and about, or in dining at home with friends.
Crap, which soda flavor should I choose?
You know, you got the basic cherry enjoyers, you got root beer, and then you got all the ones I said earlier, and even watermelon. That's a flavor now. I just invented it.
However,
It didn't take long for one dastardly man to go up to a soda jerk and ask, "I would like a soda, Mr. Jerk." And the jerk looked at him and said, "Okay, what flavor would you like?" And that dastardly man said, "Yes." And the jerk just looked back at him in conclusion. It's like, this isn't a yes or no question, sir. I need you to answer. And that dastardly man said once again, "Yes." And it clicked in that jerk's brain. And thus led to the creation of what we now call the
Part 2. I forgot what to call this section, so I'll just title it whatever the first 2 words I say after this.
The suicide, also known as swamp water, also known as graveyard, also known as rocket fuel, also known as round the world, also known as Wrong Island iced tea, also known as
We get it already. We get it already.
Suicide is a classic among curious children craving to cripple their crinkled cerebral cortexes with cracks at perusing this crazy yet carefully crafted concoction. The name for the suicide, of course, originates from the act of acquiring that drink to be a suicide mission. A suicide mission. But it doesn't end there. The other origins for the name suicide, you know, there's a few other different origins. You know, it's not just being a suicide mission. It's also that, you know, it'll make you want to kill you. It'll make you want to, you know, do the nasty. It's also because it's another word for death. And death is pretty disgusting to those them thar kids. What about the other names? You know, you got swamp water, probably just as disgusting as drinking a bottle full of swamp water. You got the graveyard, it's just a more vile and haunting version of the word death. Makes same as the first one, same as the first term for it. And, you know, you got rocket fuel, because it's about as healthy for you as drinking rocket fuel. I think, I don't know, maybe rocket fuel gives you superpowers. Don't drink it, go ask a local scientist. But those are all just the easy parts of the suicide's origin. You know, names and all that jazz. But what about the drink itself? Mixing everything together into one combination of syrupy weirdness. Where does that originate from? That should be easy to track down. Or is it?
According to the book For God, Country, and Coca-Cola, Mark Pendergrass states that during the era of 1880 soda fountains, the brave amongst us could order a drink called a Don't Care. It contained Coca-Cola and every single other flavor that the soda fountain had available, which could range anywhere from 10 flavors all the way up to even 40. While searching for the source for this document, I also managed to come across other early examples of mixed sodas. For example, the 1954 Paris News, originating in, you guessed it, Texas, mentions the actual name of suicide soda, as well as the word wacko, which may be a subtle reference to the famous YouTuber, Wacko. I did eventually find the original document source used in Mark's book, with it dating back to the Atlanta Journal in 1886, which is, to my knowledge, the earliest documented case of someone wanting to go above and beyond with soda fountains. I even managed to find a soda shop manual that documented an official recipe for the Don't Care. Maybe I'll make that someday, but that's a bit out of scope for this video. To summarize, the grandfather of the suicide, the Don't Care, was first documented on June 8, 1886. We've been trying to push the limits of soda shenanigans for well over 100 years now, and we have people like Mark Pendergrass to thank for keeping the idea alive. Even if it is just a small footnote in a much bigger narrative, or just a passing remark in a small town newspaper, it keeps the dream alive. So thank you, Mark. I promise I'll read your book eventually. I'm busy.
Later, Grandma.
This also led me down a rabbit hole of discovering just more about flavors of soda, forum posts discussing soda, old weird sodas from back in the day, and of course the absolute cataclysm that is alcoholic drink names. Oh my gosh, this was crazy to find all these different names. There's one called a cannibalized Christian. Who names stuff like this? Why can't we have new things named with this amount of craziness? You could make a whole video just about alcoholic drink names, but as I said, whole video, that's not this video. Get out of here. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the suicide. And as it turns out, the suicide has kind of faded from modern culture. That's for two reasons. One, the fun of making a suicide was that you would see 9 different flavors of soda and you would be like, bam, 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 bam. You know, it's fun to do that. But nowadays, at like say your local Five Guys or Wendy's, there's gonna be a Coke freestyle machine or some variation of it where it's just one nozzle and you just burp and then you go on the touch screen and then you press the button and it spurts out whichever soda you want. Now that's a great kind of technology, but if you're going to mix sodas together, it is incredibly annoying to have to go through, all right, here's Fanta Orange, okay, back out, get the Cherry Coke, okay, now get the Sprite Lemon, you know, that's just lame. No one wants to do that. But I think the bigger reason for the suicide's fall is sadly the name, because, you know, the name suicide has become less known in kids' minds with the wonderful drink flavor of everything, and more so in the, yeah. And people don't want to think about that definition, and I don't blame them. This means that suicide, the act of creating the suicide itself, the old definition, being pushed back into the mind of adult brains, who made them when they were wee lads. And sadly, as they grow older and more disillusioned with life, they don't want to have fun anymore creating a suicide. And it grows more old and faded in their minds as they grow older, including my own. Until now! Wait. When was this filmed again? Oh. Until a couple months ago.
Part 3. Jojo ideates about making suicide.
You see, I, like many others, love watching videos on the tube. And while there is a plethora, just an absolute gargantuan amount of amazing content on this platform, one of my personal favorites has to be the video Operation Soda Steal, created by Cybershell. In this video, Cybershell documents one man's harrowing quest to acquire Baja Blast and enjoy it outside of a Taco Bell. It is an amazing watch. Go watch it. It's in the description and in the eye in the corner. Go watch it right now. I'm serious. Pause the video, go and click on one of the links and go watch it in its entirety and then come back here, okay? It is that good. I would rather screw over my analytics and watch time than people not watch this video. It is genuinely that good. Please, go watch it. Are you back? All right, cool. Anyway, I was watching this video created by Cybershell and I thought, wow, that guy went to a lot of work to steal just one soda. That's pretty crazy. And then I immediately moved on with my life and forgot about it, as you do. But then later that day, I was at my local Moe's Southwest Grill, and I was in need of some cherry Coke. I walk on over to the Coke machine, and I look at all the different flavors, and I think, huh, that's a lot of flavors. Wonder what would happen if you mix all of them together. Oh. So I grab my cherry Coke, and I move on with my life. I go and sit back down and enjoy whatever I was eating. And then I am in need of cherry Coke again. Yes, I like drinking soda. No, it's not good for me. Help. But I go up and grab another soda, and as I'm walking over there, I remember Cybershell's video, and I thought, huh, that guy went to a lot of work to steal some soda. And then I look at the machine, and I look at it for a second, looking at all the Coke, Fanta, Sprite, Barks, all the different soda flavors. And thus, at that very moment, $1 million idea was born. And I think to myself, I should make a video about this. And thus, the creation of the Suicide to End All Suicides began. And then immediately halted because I had a ton of questions. 1, how would I get all these sodas? 2, what place would I get these sodas at? And 3, how would I even know if I was getting every single soda flavor? Do you know how many soda flavors there are? I can't get all of them. So I have to find a way of limiting them and just making it somewhat plausible. So I did what any rational, free-thinking, fun-having person would do and made a spreadsheet. Alright, so we're on the spreadsheet now. Let me give you a little tour. We got on the left here, on the Coke Freestyle website, lists every single soda flavor that should be at every single Coke Freestyle machine. So that's all listed right here. And then at the top here, we got all the different restaurants. We got Moe's, we got Wendy, we got Archibald, that's not a restaurant. We got Five Guys, we got Zaxby's, all the Freestyle Machine restaurants. And then of course we got the actual spreadsheet, which is mainly just a yes or no. Does this restaurant have this flavor? If yes, put a green box that says yes. If no, put a red box that says no. And then we go down a little bit. We get down to the exclusive flavors. These were flavors that weren't on the Coke Freestyle website, but were for some reason at the restaurants. A few examples, Dave's cream soda brand and Moe's Southwest Grill Moritas. Those were exclusive flavors that were only at those specific restaurants. Those are being automatically excluded from this list. If I go to that specific restaurant and they have that flavor, I'm not including it because you can't make it at generally every single restaurant. I'm trying to make one that's inclusive to most restaurants. If you want to go home and do this yourself, I'm trying to help give you a little guide on how to do it. So we got all the restaurants listed down. We got all their flavors. Should be easy. Just pick the one that has the most flavors. Wrong. You're wrong, actually, because it's not as simple as that. We have to figure out, wait, which restaurant is actually the farthest from my house? Because if there is one restaurant that has every single soda flavor, but is in Quebec, Canada, I'm not going there. That's too far away. That would cost like $2 to go there. I don't have that kind of money. So we had to narrow it down to the ones that are the closest to me. On top of this, we also had to figure out which restaurants would actually like let us film at the place. And I'm not gonna name names, but there was one specific restaurant where I went in and asked if I could film, and the manager there was just like, no, you can't film. We're gonna sue you if you do. And I was like, whoa, okay, dang, chill. We're not filming at that place. We narrowed it down a little bit more to 2 different restaurants. And it was pretty simple how I figured out which one I would pick. I went to one of them, I asked if I could film there, and they were very fussy, very uncooperative, just generally not good. And so that made the choice pretty easy, which made the choice Moe's Southwest Grill. Yay! Yippee! Woo! Anyway, now we've sorted out the flavors we're getting from this restaurant, which is all the yes ones on that specific Moe's. All has been done. Wait, I have to actually go and make it now. Gosh, so now we're at the part where I go and make it, but not just yet. I have to figure out how I would even make this. So I do what I always do, and I called my friend Justin.
Part 4. A recreation of a conversation that definitely happened with
my friend Justin. All right, so there are a couple ways we could do this.
Well, let's lay them out.
So first, there's the minimum cup method. We go in and get the biggest cup they possibly have, and then fill up with equal amounts of each soda, and then we just pour that in a bucket, and then,
All right. That seems okay.
Or there's the dual cup method. We go and buy 2 cups, one small one and one big one. The small one being used for more precise measurements, and then we take those, pour it into the bigger cup. That way it's just, more precise and all that. Another method could be the 2...
Wait! It just dawned on me, man. Isn't this stealing?
It shouldn't be. Why would it be stealing?
Well, we're just gonna refill the same cup of soda, right? With a portion of every soda from the machine.
Right.
And if we get like 47 refills, that's probably enough to qualify for, quote unquote, stealing. I mean, and we're just gonna pour it into the bucket anyway. Why not just put a funnel up to the thing and then just put it all in a bucket?
We can't do that into the bucket that we brought in. That would be steal.
Oh. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It'd just be stealing at that point.
Well, I'm still not sure about the whole just cup thing because, if we just fill up a bunch of flavors into the cup, wouldn't that just make all free refills stealing?
Well, no, that would...
No, we don't. Justin, we don't have all day to argue about this. We need an expert, and I know an expert.
Expert? Now, who might that be?
I'm here to help.
Why'd you do that?
Saves time. So anyway, Mr. Accounting Man.
That is in fact my name.
Right. So, is this legal?
Well, after reading the clip notes at the back of the script you gave me here, technically it is not illegal to refill unlimited amounts of soda, because refills are indeed unlimited. I did look into policies about pouring it from your cup into a separate container, or coming back a day later and then refilling with the same cup, but all I could really find were old forums of people being unsure, with half of them stuck on all refills being illegal all the time, and the other half referring to the old adage, it's only legal if you get caught.
Right. So, we're fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, great. So we're just gonna go in there, buy one cup, and then just basically fill it all and then just put it into a different container?
Well, if that's your plan, sure. However, the only downside is they'll probably think you're a strange weirdo and might kick you out.
So yeah, that wouldn't really work in given the situation. How would we avoid that?
Well, we could do something like Operation Soda Steal.
Ooh, that would be fun. Actually, I don't really think that would work in this situation because in the video, he's just trying to steal the one flavor soda, right?
Yeah.
We're doing more precise measurements. We're trying to do like mixing it all together. We gotta be precise science. That would be really hard to do in a concealed sleeve and in a bucket.
Okay.
Hiding a 5-gallon bucket behind you, gonna be really, really hard.
Okay, I can, okay. Well, do you have any better ideas?
Yes, I do, but it requires one, just a teeny, teeny, tiny little thing. Math. Okay.
Here we go.
So, we have we have a 5-gallon bucket. And
Okay.
we, in total, I count up the flavors, it's about 200.
200?
200?
Bro, how, 200 flavors? There's that many on the machine?
I did a little more than necessary, and I might have double counted some of them, but there is about 200 flavors of soda. So there are in each gallon there is 128 ounces. Okay. 5 times 128, we have a total of 640 ounces of room in that bucket to work with. And if we take 640 and divide it by 200, we get about 3.2 ounces of soda for each flavor.
Okay.
And we're gonna go ahead and just round that down to 2 ounces solely because that, you know, we might overfill it. Just to play it safe, you just go a little bit less. So we're gonna take 200 times 2 and we'll get about 400 ounces of soda.
That we can use, okay.
So we have 400 ounces of soda. And now we need to know how many cups we're gonna get, which is pretty simple. You just take the 400 number and divide that by 32, 32 being the number for the large cup of soda. Wait, actually, scratch that. We're gonna do 30, solely because, you know, like with the other example, we don't wanna overfill and it might include that little bit at the top and it'll leak out.
Yeah.
You wanna be as precise as possible.
Precise. Precision is our
So
goal.
400 divided by 30, we get about about 14 cups of soda.
Okay.
And
Wait.
we're just to be safe, we're gonna round up with a total number to purchase for this project, 15 cups of soda.
Well, that sounds like a plan. But is there anything else we need to worry about before we leave?
Aside from just, you know, purchasing the cups of soda, not really. Wait.
Wait.
Okay. You're gonna be getting cup soda, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be helping getting the soda.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna be helping me.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be holding the camera? Because we're recording all of this.
The Moe's ghost.
There's no Moe's ghost. But who would hold the camera?
Do you know anybody? Anybody good at filming?
So, Mr. Accounting Man, while you're here, do you happen to know how to make a good cameraman?
See, I would love to help you, but ever since this run-in I had with the feds a couple days back, I'm legally not allowed within 50 yards of a video camera.
Oh gosh. Okay, well in that case, do you know anyone who is and knows how to be a good cameraman in that case?
Well, you're in luck, because I do happen to know this one wacky guy.
Great. All right, well now we're good. Let's do this.
Hey, before we go, can I use the bathroom?
Part 5. Wait, we already had a custom title card for this part of the video. Wait, just play that.
All right, so here we are, we're in the car, and we're gonna go pick up my partner in crime, Justin. Now, the more thoughtful-minded of you folks might be thinking, wait, wasn't the last shot with you in person with Justin? Why are you going to pick him up? And to answer that, shut up. Don't worry about it. Just imagine something. There he is. It's the man of the hour.
Justin.
Welcome.
Hard day today.
Hard day?
I haven't got my phone.
Well, guess what? It's gonna be even harder because we're making something.
We're making a thingy today.
So, Justin, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit?
Well, I'm Justin. I'm just the co-ideast of Jojo Does Things.
Ideas.
Co-writer?
I wouldn't say right. I've never written anything, but I do get some of the ideas sometimes.
He's a storyboarder.
Oh yeah, I do all.
Storyboards?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just do storyboards.
Yeah.
That's my job, definitely.
Have you storyboarded this?
Oh yeah, we were working hard at night. 2 a.m. we were storyboarding every single scene, every single take, outtake.
Yeah.
Oof.
A month ago.
Outtakes?
Yep.
A month ago. This was definitely a month ago. This definitely wasn't last night.
Yeah.
While we're filming this at 2 in the morning. We're gonna go make it.
Right.
But actually first, I'm a little hungry. You want to get food?
Sure. Where? Well, that's some pretty good Waffle
That
House.
was some very nice Waffle House. And now with our stomachs full of Waffle House.
Oh my
it
gosh. They're after Accounting Man. I mean, I hope he's not doing anything bad since the accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now we're going to Moe's!
We're going to Moe's!
Moe's! Yeah. Welcome to Moe's.
Alrighty, everybody. So we're here in the field.
Josiah, we're in the AutoZone parking lot.
Shut up. So we're here. It's gonna be great. I'm here with my friend Justin. And I'm also here and no one else.
No one else. We got no other help for this video. All us. That was it.
All right, so we're gonna go inside. Oh, and just a little quick question for you. For those of you wondering who is holding the camera, well, I'll show you.
Ta-da! Perfect. Kind of looks like beer. I wouldn't know what that looks like, by the way. I don't endorse drinking on this channel.
The only thing you should be drinking is water,
Drink water.
personally.
That's what we're drinking today, right?
Yeah, this is
This
water.
is kind of like water.
Water.
They put a few extra things in there, but you know, it's
mostly water.
Caffeine free,
Caffeine-free.
baby.
So,
Cherry.
welcome to Moe's, everybody. Welcome to Moe's.
All right, vanilla.
Vanilla. That looks almost perfect to me. I will drink soda, but like this is like a new experience for me.
All right.
Next cup. No, you gotta pour in that one because that's our measurement.
Oh, right. Thank you for reminding me, Justin. This is why
This is why I'm like the co-ideal kind of.
Still up. Can you get some napkins for me, Mr. Justin, please?
Oh, that's gonna fill up all the measurements.
No, it's not.
It's gonna ruin everything.
If it's a little bit, it's fine. Could you go get some napkins?
Oh yeah, sure.
What the heck is that?
Why are you so tall? I think it's difficult that you open the shop.
I'm gonna say cap and
I'm in the
short.
shot now. I'm too tall for the shot. I'm just up here. Hi everybody.
You don't need his head.
Now Sprite.
Okay, I did it. I'm making a little mistake. But
We're making mistakes
it's the first
now.
flavor.
Video scrap.
So we
can't
can-
post this.
Yeah,
on
we
YouTube
can't
anymore.
post this, guys. Actually, I'm canceling the whole project.
Oh shoot. Are we gonna get copyrighted for the music in here? We're good.
Oh my god, I can color.
It's like
It kind of looks pretty good. It looks like a.
I want one of them. I hope one of them is at least green, a little bit green. If
What would be green?
I'm thinking Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. But they don't have any Mountain Dew here.
All right.
Is it? Man, I want some Baja Blast.
Can you get like lots of napkins for me,
Oh yeah,
Justin?
got that. I missed a little bit. I missed by 2 planes of existence.
3 down, 12 to go.
All right, so we've done Cokes. We've done so every Coke. We done Sprites. Now we got on Fanta. Mountain Dew. Fanta.
Ooh, that's
Oh, that's
way
a little too much. The Fanta comes out real quick.
You ruined it. How many have you done?
Alrighty. We've done 6 of them. We've done Powerade.
We still got 2.
How many Seagrams are there?
It's only just
5. Okay.
Okay, so it's not gonna be that bad. So we might be able to chunk it. There we go, orange.
And the first one you gotta get. I have to hold it.
Yeah. Strawberry and citrus.
We could fit one more.
We fit like the Aha's.
Yeah, we'll fit.
There's only 3.
There's
right?
yeah, the Aha's. There's 2 or 3.
Honestly, I think Aha's
And
kind of
we
a
got
baller
blueberry
drink. Like,
pomegranate.
I've never drank it myself, but I think it's kind of a baller drink.
All right.
Don't drop it.
So that's the Avant Noir and Aha.
Just pour it.
Now this one actually has a little bit more because of the Aha.
Because of the Aha, yeah,
But-
that's fine. As long as we filled it.
Right. As long as it doesn't hit 32.
We might run out of cups. Maybe. I don't know.
We can buy more if we need. So we'll do all the barks.
Root beer.
Mug root beer.
You having fun yet?
Oh yeah, I'm having loads of fun.
Time of his life right here. This is what his life was for.
Okay, we can fit 2 more in there, but is there anything that has
2. I think
Well,
there's
do
2.
we want to remix the root beer with that?
Oh yeah, we can totally mix the root beer with
yeah, this is a
Agua
good
Frescas.
idea.
Minute Maid Agua Frescas. Really good, actually. Underrated.
Look at that.
Supremely
Aww. We're not going to see it because that one's green. Oh well.
I tried this once. I actually liked it. It was pretty good. We seem like some really big enthusiasts of just soda.
We are.
We're soda enthusiasts. Even though in the car we've never drinking soda.
You and Mr. Cameraman has never drinking soda. You
have a name.
Well, you have drinking it. Yeah.
Wow.
What is your name?
It's a
White the waffle. What do you think it tastes like?
tastes like root beer.
Coca-Cola. Donkey Kong.
The last one we just did. That's it.
Yep.
Seal the lid. Tink. You can probably edit something with those. Oh my god.
Even dozen.
A whole dozen.
That makes it
Wow.
visually appealing to me. Just makes it so visually appealing.
Oh, we've seen this before?
I don't think anybody has ever done this before.
No, if someone has, I think I did see. Actually, this is for the extras, but I did see someone out there said they would go and get all the flavors from a freestyle machine. But they have no proof
Hey,
of
they
it,
have no
and they
proof
just
of it.
said in passing in a forum. There it is.
Here they are.
You can put like the.
Bam, bam.
Beautiful. Well, Joe, it took a while, but we finally did it. We did it.
We did it.
And
But you know, these are all still separate. This isn't a true suicide.
this is not.
We have a bucket,
We have a bucket.
which we will be heading outside for.
Outside.
Outside.
We gotta bounce out this table so the drinks don't fall. Anyway. Oh wait, this is just gonna look like a floating bucket. And a watch.
Alrighty, so we're out here in front of the Moe's.
We're ready to make some witches
And
brew.
we're here to make.
You get the
do that.
gist.
Poison.
Now you'll notice on the bucket it says what my nickname was back in the days of high school. All right, so we're gonna mix them together. Let's go.
Here we go.
Let me find where's the. We're gonna do the reg.
Alright, Cokes first.
All yes.
Cokes, Coke Zero.
Hold it over it and like inside of it. And like. All right. Actually, no, above it so we can see it be poured.
Okay, you ready?
You all right?
Go. It's my turn. Are you ready? Look at that. Those cups
Ignore
are
that.
Cups!
A cup fell over.
No!
This is so sad. We got Coke Zero and regular Coke mixed in there. And now
Diet Coke.
we're
Diet
gonna
Coke.
do Diet Coke and Diet Coke caffeine free.
Oh, it looks terrible already. I don't want to drink
It
this.
looks yummy. What are you talking
I
about?
don't want to drink it.
All right, so next we got Sprite and Sprite Zero, all Fanta and all Fanta Zero.
Here we go. Oh, this looks like some slop right here.
All righty.
What is this?
This is a concoction. The owner of the Moe's, God bless his soul, he's wondering what the heck we're doing. You know, I think we're pretty normal. I don't know why he like called us out. I think we're pretty normal. But he called us out and he discovered our YouTube channel. So I'm gonna send it to him once we're done. So, Mr. Moe's owner, if you're watching,
Thank you.
hi, thanks for not kicking us out. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for
Seriously, like I went to both and I didn't record there because they both were like, oh, you can't record here, but you're cool. Okay, so what should we do next? And you can do the next one.
Let's do, next one we should do is, what would add jazz to it? Ooh. Let me add Minute Maid lemonade.
The Minute Maid
Minute Maid.
lemonades and the Minute Maid lemonade zero sugar.
All right.
Molto bene. We're making a fine stew.
Oh, that's all the Barks. That's all the Barks.
Okay, this
root
is
beer and everything.
Barks Zero, Barks Cream Soda, and Barks Cream Soda Zero, and Minute Maid Aguas Frescos.
Agua
Do the honors.
Frescas.
Aguas Frescos. It's too hard to pronounce, okay? I'm trying my best here.
Editor Jojo, please get Jojo some lessons. In
Yeah, please
speaking.
give me lessons in French and Spanish.
French?
And Russian. All the languages, really. I think that'd be really helpful. Next up, which one do you want to do?
Dr. Pepper.
All the Dr. Peppers.
Dr. Peppers.
There's not a lot in that one, but hey,
Dr.
it's
Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper's made with like 23 different flavors. It's already like a combination of its own.
Technically, yeah.
So next up, we got the Powerade. Powerade Zero Sugar.
Oh, I can't wait to taste this. It just tastes like just regular soda.
All right, we only got 4 left. Wacko, would you like to do the honors of the next one?
Vitamin water zero, and aha.
The vitamin waters, the zero sugar vitamin waters, and the aha.
You just said that.
He did just say it, but I'm repeating it. Is anything ever original, Mr. Wyatt Went Wombat?
You know anyone else that comes out pouring weird drinks in a green suit?
Can't say that I have. Can't say
mean,
that I
you're
have.
like
That's
halfway
not
there.
a suit. So.
Okay. All right. I want to pour in the next one. It's high C.
There's a high C.
Seagrams and Seagrams zero. Seagrams.
Seagrams being ginger ale.
Yes.
Look,
We got the Minute Maid drinks. which is just the regular like juice, and Minute Maid 0 sugar. Finally, one remains for the most part.
Kind of
The mellow yellow and mellow yellow sugar, 0 sugar.
Mellow yellow sugar. Yeah, of course there's
All right,
mellow yellow.
you guys ready?
You know, I hope he cuts this specifically out, so he's just a pair of legs and a head, and that was just you as a head.
What?
That's it.
Molto bene. It is me, Chef Jojo does the things. Look at my beautiful stew. So delicious. Yes, it's got all the right flavors, all the carbonated sugars. It adds a flavor for your body.
The hair.
The hair, it adds flavor. It is good in fiber. It is good for you. All right. We got a little taste of the stew. I'm gonna try my best to not show how I feel about it, and so it's not a surprise to you guys. All right.
Barf immediately.
Here goes.
No, it won't be that bad. Perfect. Not bad. Whoa, you can't put it back in. You can't put it back in.
Adds flavor. Shush.
Adds
I told you, spit it. I told you.
It's got all the spit on it now.
We are gonna move over to the bottling plant. See, you know, all the big soda companies, they don't bottle it in the same place as where they make it. They bottle it and have a different bottling plant. We're gonna do that. And we're aspiring to be like big metal factories that produce all the sodas, you know?
Child labor?
I mean, I wasn't gonna go there.
He is working here.
That's true. Oh, we're gonna move on over, but first, we must seal it off.
Wrong way, that's it. Righty-tighty,
I got it.
Righty-tighty, lefty loose.
Justin, you got Gorilla Grip. Can you make sure it's closed? Alrighty.
That's close.
Really grip?
Gorilla Grip.
Oh.
Oh,
There we go. Oh gosh, it's cold on the bottom.
Oh, it's cold?
I'm afraid that's leaking at all. Is it leaking?
Is it leaking?
It's a bucket.
It's a bucket, it won't leak.
Look, it's hard white.
People are gonna think we're like bottling like moonshine out here or something like weird.
Yeah,
What is this like? It's
all,
Moe's.
all those people, all these people you see.
You're getting free advertising from McKay's and Moe's.
I had a McKay's hoodie on, and a McKay shirt. I like McKay's. Again, if I could be sponsored by McKay's, I would.
I would be sponsored by Moe's. Oh my gosh,
Just do something, anything. Dang, that's crazy. So here we are. We have our mystery liquid,
Holy crap.
which is yet to be named. But although, I think, Justin, what I want to name it is what's on the tin, which, if you guys can see, hard white. Why is it called hard white? I do not know. I genuinely do not know.
Any
Now,
other thing, whether we
Of course, we just have it in a bucket. I mean, you can't just give this to people. You can't do that. You can't just give people a gallon bucket.
I mean, if you let
of
people
liquid.
drink out of a freaking gallon bucket, then they're just gonna be contaminating it.
Bucket, thanks.
I think that guy likes buckets.
I think he does.
Right.
So anyway, we got the bucket. What are we gonna put it in?
How about some ethically sourced bottles from the internet?
Ooh, look at these. Very nice.
Definitely did not get them from anywhere else.
Definitely not.
Disclaimer, from nowhere else.
Nowhere else. But here we are.
I murdered a counting man.
I'll do we got the Jojo cam. This is what I see, right? We got that. There's our liquid. There's our man. He's the cameraman. Say hi.
No.
And here we got the bottle. Look at that. Now it's time
The bottle?
bottle it. So we got the cup, and we're gonna get a nice big old thing. Those people, there were people behind us. They left. I wonder why.
I wonder what they're looking at. This is ethically sourced. It looks like green tea, or it looks like just sweet tea. I think there we go. She's still visiting too, so it ain't gone flat.
Alrighty. Put the seal on it.
That's a seal.
There we go. The first ever bottle of hard white. Do you think there's a chance these will explode?
No. If you're gonna pour it, we gotta pour it.
Kill all the grass.
Yeah.
The rocks?
Yeah, the rocks.
Grass under the rocks.
There's grass under rocks?
There's grass on the rocks.
There's
Over
grass.
I feel like that's the name of a cocktail.
Grass on the rocks. Probably.
There we go. So we're here.
Can I smell it first?
We can smell it.
It smells like a fruity drink.
Smells like fruity.
It smells like a vanilla, like the vanilla and like the orange vanilla, I guess.
Yeah,
Really
I can see
stands
that.
It's good. I hope.
'Cause there's
I'm
a-
hoping
I think-
this
I think
just
it's-
tastes like fruit.
I think it's because there's a lot of combinations of orange and vanilla. Like there's a lot of flavors that are vanilla. There's a lot of flavors that are orange. There's a lot of orange mixed flavors.
There's a lot of things with sugar
Yeah.
and carbonation.
Well, guys, after finally going through all these trials and tribulations, we had our finalized bottles of soda. And we placed our lips on the soda and drank. And the result? 1, 2, 3. Cheers. Ooh.
It tastes like a bad soda.
It is bad soda.
This tastes like the flattest, wateriest, just like.
Fuck you, drinking soda.
Oh my gosh. Oh, near the bottom of it, I can taste the, I can taste
Does it taste different at the bottom?
the more I've drank and the more it tastes like something different. There's something different here. So, Mr. Justin, what is your verdict on a hard white?
4 out of 12 peanut butter sandwiches.
4 out of 12, that's
4 out
fair.
of 12?
That's perfectly fair.
So a third.
Oh my gosh.
Peanut butter.
It seriously has like cough syrup.
Yeah.
Do I have to finish this?
It has like a.
Why?
You can also pour it out.
If it looks like that, go see a doctor.
Part 6. Conclude.
So what's the point of all this? Why would anyone go out of their way to try and make this absolute abhorrent creation? Well, because no one else has done it before. Or at least no one has documented it. You know, be the first to put the flag in the mountain, you know? It's just... I've always been fascinated by suicides. They're pretty cool. Just this drink that like is a secret menu item of sorts. No, you're not supposed to do it. And most people would probably think you're crazy for trying to do this, let alone what I've done today, what I've done for this project. Insane idea. But no one else has done it before. So be the first to do it. I may be crazy, but you know, I feel accomplished. Now, I could go on to make some sort of point about how this is shows an exercise in autonomy and fight for human creativity and crap like that, but I'm Jojo friggin' does things, dang it, and we're not doing that. Instead, I'm gonna enjoy some of the fruits of my labor, and no one can stop me. Yes, this is a 6-pack. If you're wondering why I have a 6-pack even though 3 of the bottles got drank, I made more. Well, I didn't technically made more, I just made more bottles of it from the same container. Here's a little bit of footage from that. But I'm filling up more of them with my concoction. Wow, wasn't that great? So yeah, I have a 6-pack of hard white now. It's mine, you can't have it. So I'm just gonna grab that, set it down there, and I'm gonna enjoy a bottle number 2. Why bottle number 2? Because first one already got drank. Why'd the first one already got drank? Because I wanted to taste it and note the aftertaste and stuff for research purposes. But yeah, this is bottle number 2 of hard white. Cheers! Why does my face feel numb?
Jojo does things. Jojo does things. Watch me as I do things. Jojo does things.